Hi, this is Kevin Smith with the IT Transformation Institute, and this is Chapter 6 in our series on world-class IT service management. Today, we have another fun topic. There's really no end to the fun topics we can take on. And today we're going to talk about culture. That's right, culture, people and culture. It is natural for us in ITSM to focus on technology and applications and process. But make no mistake, world-class ITSM is not possible with a sole focus on those areas. We also have to focus on people and culture. Some of you already have an initiative around culture, and that's great. But if you do not, this is a critical part of what world-class ITSM must be. And it requires attention. It requires being a priority. It requires a specific plan to show ongoing improvements around how we nurture and develop our people, how we retain our people, because tenure in ITSM is critical, and ultimately how we evolve our culture. So I hope today's discussion and some of the examples we are going to bring you are helpful.
I've been trying to do it right. I've been living a lonely life. I've been sleeping here instead.
Our first discussion point for today on culture is around communication. Oh, communication can do so much for us, and it's a wonderful thing to see when it happens. It's really remarkable when a team begins to communicate more effectively. Not natural for ITSM, certainly not natural for technical people with a real competency around technology. Those people tend to be a little more reserved and not naturally communicative. But it's an easy thing to change with just a little bit of emphasis. And what it does is communication really opens up ITSM. It opens up ITSM to the rest of the IT organization, where we start communicating with other teams, and it also opens ITSM up to the business. Throughout these chapters, you'll hear us reference an outreach program or work in partnership with IT owners, IT contributors, but also with key business owners. So those circles, think of those as a series of circles that spread out broader and broader, beginning in IT, but then going out to the business. So we need to establish communication habits that initially will influence IT and then begin to have an influence on the business. So something about this model, we can't just say, okay, we're going to start communicating. We have to set up a specific cadence and a specific methodology in how we do that. And about that methodology, it needs to be simple, it needs to be convenient, it needs to be informal, and it needs to be frequent. And you find it's not the same model for every organization, but find a model that works well and allows people to do this with a very low threshold of pain. It enables people to do this in a way that doesn't create a lot of work for them, in a way that's very convenient. And one model is that for ITSM is to begin to communicate cross-functionally across the teams of IT, communicating with security, communicating with the program management, communicating with the budgeting team, communicating with the data center team or the server team or the apps team. All of that is really good, and even giving very, very short updates across those teams makes a big difference. Then we begin to be informed on what's happening across IT. And then when we do our IT outreach programs, which we'll talk about in another chapter, or the IT concierge model, which we'll talk about in other chapters, then we start to use that same model to communicate with key owners in the business. And this really starts to open up new channels that we need to beat our best every day in ITSM and in IT and in the business.
So show me family, all the blood that I will bleed.
Our second discussion point for today, and looking at how we accelerate and advance the culture of IT service management, is passion. Yes, passion. Passion is priceless. Passion is remarkable in its ability to affect change in an organization. And there are a few things that we can do. We can recognize and encourage passion. We can seek passion when we bring new people into IT service management or into the IT organization. And for the people that we already have, we can really cultivate that. So make it a priority when we get a new hire in, but also cultivate it in the people that we have. Encourage them to share their energy. Encourage them to pursue the things that they're passionate about. And now let's think a little more broadly. We certainly want to do that in our business and at work, but we also want to encourage people to pursue their passions outside of work. Because when they do that, we have happier, healthier, more energetic employees. So this is about a lifestyle. This is about how we live. Have passion in the workplace, but have passion outside of the workplace as well, which in turn makes you a better worker. And when you're a better worker, it makes you better outside of the business as well. This is something that can come from leadership, but it can come from anywhere. As peers, as teammates, let's encourage passion in our teammates. Let's encourage them to speak up. Let's recognize energy and tell people we appreciate that energy. Let's tell people that we appreciate their hard work every day. Part of this is recognition. When we get recognition, it naturally makes us more energetic. It naturally makes us more enthusiastic. And this ingredient of passion is always present in great IT service management teams. You could see they have a passion for what they're doing. They have a passion for the service desk or for ITSM. They normally have a passion for the customer. They have a passion for finding ways to work better. This passion starts to influence everything that we do, and all it needs is just a little bit of encouragement, and it really starts to blossom.
I don't know where I belong. I don't know where I went wrong. But I can write a song.
Our third discussion point for today is around teamwork. Teamwork is another remarkable, powerful force in the culture of ITSM and in IT service management overall. There are many cases where in ITSM that we have individual contributors, people who have a specific expertise, they have a specific set of experience, and they work day in and day out, largely by themselves, largely focused on their deliverables and on getting their tasks done or their assignments done. We need to start to develop this sense of teamwork. And one way to do that is to form, on any new initiatives, to form a cross-functional team. So a cross-functional team within IT service management, across the process areas, incident management, working with problem management, working with the CMDB, working with change management, configuration management, asset management, and the list goes on. But then we want to broaden that circle a bit and have IT service management team members working with other IT organizations like security or program management or budgeting or the data center or servers or apps or cloud, whatever the case may be. And when we form these cross-functional teams, communication naturally gets better. We talked about that point earlier. Teamwork is naturally fostered. We make better decisions because we're making more informed cross-functional decisions with a broader perspective. So it also brings these teams more commitment to success. We succeed together versus trying to succeed alone. And it's certainly possible to succeed alone, but it's more likely we succeed together. It's also more fun to succeed together, and it starts to foster an accelerated sense of changing the culture. So whenever we have a new project, whenever we have a new initiative within IT service management, let's think in terms of forming cross-functional teams. Even a small cross-functional team with 3 or 4 members is likely to move faster, to make better decisions, and to achieve success.
I belong with you, you belong with me, my sweetheart. I belong with
I hope today's discussion on culture has been helpful, and as always, our goal is to give you 1 or 2 good ideas to take away that can help you do your job better every day and to be better prepared for the future. So a great culture is really an unstoppable force. And I believe you probably know that in your heart and in your gut, and I hope today's discussion has helped to reinforce that. And I'll leave you with this thought that great processes and good applications, virtually every service desk and every ITSM team is using a set of applications. Great technology can make IT service management better, but it will never make IT service management world-class on its own. That requires people and culture. Our path to world-class is very much dependent on us having the right people and building the right culture in IT service management. Remember to take advantage of our resources. This is the series on world-class IT service management. We have another series on IT transformation that I think you'll find very interesting. Also look at our training offerings. We have virtual training classes and in-person instructor-led training classes. We offer a number of consulting engagements, including a checkup, a one-day checkup, and also a roadmap for world-class ITSM that we typically perform on site. Continue to enjoy these videos, that I hope. Look at our books. We have 3 books on the website. That's under the Books tab. And we will continue to develop additional resources and content for you because we're all on this journey together. We're all committed to success. We're all excited about the future of IT service management and of IT. So as always, thanks for listening, and let's make IT great.